So once upon a time you have studied all this, no? For a different modulation technique applying to AWGN channel, BFSK will have bit error rate of Q of root of gamma B, where gamma B is the bit SNR, PB is the probability of bit error. Similarly, for binary phase shift keying, PB equal to Q of root of 2 gamma B. For quadri phase shift keying or QAM, we have symbol error probability as well as bit error probability. And for DPSK, PB equal to half of e to power of minus gamma B. The derivation for all this were done in earlier semesters. Now, taking this as a reference, these are there. Of course, there are several modulation techniques applied to AWGN channel, but we are taking only 4 such important cases to study here. It can be applied to all the modulation techniques, but for the syllabus, as per the syllabus, we are going through only these 4 cases. So we are taking these 4 AWGN modulation techniques and we will apply to fading channel. So in the fading channel, we have in wireless channel, we have fading as well as Doppler. What is fading? So when the signal is transmitted over the wireless space, we will have attenuation, different type of attenuation occurring in the free space has been dealt in detail. And Doppler exists. When Doppler exists, when either the receiver or the transmitter is not stationary, that is moving with the time. When it's moving with the time, we will have Doppler frequency, and the equation for Doppler again has been done. That is FD. So the fading causes increase in a bit error probability. As I told, we will take bit error probability of AWGN channel as reference and we will continue for wireless channel or fading channel. So in fading channel, SNR is random. So this was told in last week. SNR equation for SNR is a function of G, channel parameter, and which is a function of time, I. So hence it is a IAD or a random variable. So when SNR is a random variable, obviously probability will also be a random. So similar to the SNR or the capacity over the wireless channel, we had 3 scenarios, different 3 cases have been discussed earlier with respect to the information having at the receiver or the transmitter. So similarly here also we are having 3 different performance criteria. One, outage probability. What is outage probability? Again, I have told. So outage probability basically it deals with declaration by a receiver when it is unable to decode the transmitted signal properly. In that case, receiver will declare an outage. Then average error probability, that is this metric, average error probability, which is averaged over the distribution of SNR, is applied when TS, that is symbol period, is approximately equal to covariance time.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I'm unable to see the slides, sir.
Others are seeing, no?
I don't know, sir, but I'm not able to see.
You go out once and come in.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So third metric is combined average probability and outage probability. So first one is outage probability, that deals with P out. Second one is average probability, which is averaged over the time. And third one is combination of these two. First one, outage probability. So outage probability deals with minimum SNR as told before in case of a capacity, which defines cutoff SNR or minimum SNR gamma naught.
Where is that? There.
That is a minimum SNR
For me.
Okay.
declared or specified by a receiver below which will be unable to decode. So look at the definition here. This P out definition is quite different from that of the earlier. In earlier case, outage deals with probability gamma greater than gamma naught. But here P out probability that gamma less than gamma naught. That is integral 0 to gamma naught. Earlier it was gamma naught to infinity. So here P out equal to integral of 0 to gamma naught. Probability of SNR into d gamma. So in Rayleigh fading, you know, the outage probability is a exponential decaying function. So mathematically, exponentially decaying function is 1 by gamma e to power of minus gamma by gamma bar d gamma. In terms of symbol error, symbol SNR, 1 by gamma s bar e to power of minus gamma s by gamma s bar d gamma s. In case of bit SNR, it is 1 by gamma b bar e to power of minus gamma b by gamma b bar d gamma b. So S for symbol SNR, B for bit SNR. So for fading channel, since it is an exponentially decaying function, it is represented, the Rayleigh fading channel is represented in terms of exponential function e to power of minus gamma b by gamma b bar by gamma b bar. So that is put in the above equation to find out P out. So outage probability is 1 minus e to power of minus gamma naught by gamma s bar for symbol error probability. For bit error probability, it is 1 minus e to power of minus gamma naught by gamma b bar. So the average SNR, that is by using above equation, it is derived for gamma s bar or gamma b bar. from the above equation, the required average SNR for a particular Pout is gamma naught by minus ln of 1 minus Pout. In terms of bit SN also it can be written. And one parameter has been defined here, nothing but fade margin in decibels, either gamma S minus gamma naught or gamma B minus gamma naught in decibels. That is nothing but from above equation, that is take log both sides, log 10, log base 10 to convert it to decibels. Then putting the terms here and there, you'll get the equation for fade margin, that is nothing but gamma B minus gamma naught. So fade margin by definition, it is either gamma S minus gamma naught or gamma B by gamma naught. If you are having any doubt, you are free to interrupt me at any moment.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, like in the context of studying different modulation techniques, what is like? Can you give me one reason like why we are studying outage probability here?
Outage probability. What is outage?
So that I understood, like a minimum threshold below which the receiver will say like.
In that case, what is the probability of error?
So sir, we are trying to calculate the probability of error once my
absolutely
SNR goes below threshold.
So actually strictly speaking, those are three metrics, no? Outage probability, average probability, and combination of two. Average probability usually when TS is nearly equal to TC, it is used. There is no hard and fast rule that at that time it has to be used, but strictly speaking, it has been found that when TS is greater, first metric is found reliable. When TS is nearly equal to TC, second metric is reliable. When it is greater, the third metric, that is combination of two, are reliable in the sense most accurate probability of error of was found. Understood?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Any other doubt? So, average probability. So the equation at the bottommost side I given deliberately in advance. We are deriving this probability for a particular modulation technique. So average probability, as I told already, it is averaged over the time, and the equation for AWGN channel is taken as a reference. So this is by definition the average probability. This is the by definition. So you see PS bar, that is average symbol error probability, is defined in terms of average probability or symbol error probability with respect to a particular modulation channel, modulation technique, and which is a function of probability of SNR. So by definition, PS bar equal to 0 to infinity, capital PS, small ps of gamma d gamma. So in Rayleigh fading channel, already I told you. So PS of gamma or PB of gamma is a exponential decaying function, and capital P depends on the modulation technique we adopt. So first one is BPSK. I have listed 4 modulation technique. Among that, I may do 1 or 2. Rest of the 2 you carry out or as a homework. First one is for BPSK. For BPSK, we have PB equal to Q of root of 2 gamma B. And this equation has to be put in the above equation. For a particular modulation technique, if you are having PB and modify the equation in terms of PB, otherwise it will be PS. So now here for BPSK, we are having bit error probability. The above equation becomes PB bar equal to 0 to integral of 0 to infinity capital PB of gamma, small p gamma of gamma into d gamma. So putting this equation in the above, so it is 1 by gamma b bar 0 to infinity q of 2 gamma q of root of 2 gamma b e to power of minus gamma b by gamma b bar d gamma b. Mind you, gamma s has been replaced with the gamma b because we are having bit error probability. Now I give you 5 minutes time. You derive the equation shown at the below from this equation. You integrate this equation, obtain the equation shown below. I will give you 5 minutes time. Could anybody got it? Could anybody find it? Are you working or not?
Yes, sir, we're trying.
you say it is integral of q of root of 2 gamma b e to power of minus gamma b by gamma b bar d gamma b. So we are having multiple functions inside the integral. So you have to use integration by parts. What is that? First integral of the first one to differentiate, first parameter into integral of second minus integral of differential coefficient of first one into second one. So integral by parts. First function into integral of second function minus integral of differential coefficient of first function into integral of second function. So you'll get this. Now you have to find out integral of differentiation of first function. That means integral of dq by d gamma. So what is q function? Q function is 1 by root 2 pi integral e to power of minus h square by 2 into dx. Now you see the integral is a function of root of 2 gamma b, whereas the differentiation is with respect to gamma b. So you have to multiply and divide by a root of 2 gamma b. Then only the integration and differentiation will get cancelled. Otherwise it won't get cancelled. It has to be with respect to the same parameter. So dq by d gamma, d by d gamma b of q of root of 2 gamma b equal to differentiation of gamma b, that is nothing but multiply and divide by root of 2 gamma d of d root of 2 gamma b, so that the differentiation and integration will get cancelled. So you will have only the constant. So therefore you will get that equation. If you want, I can give you time. You can verify it. Otherwise I'll go ahead. If you have any doubt, you can raise. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Done now? Yeah, moving ahead. If you have any doubt, you raise. I don't have anything to explain. Do you have any doubt? So that second term in the equation, integral of differentiation of q function e to power of minus gamma b by gamma b bar d gamma b. Nothing but I have put that answer here and simplified. So now we can integrate the exponential term integral of exponential of minus 2 gamma b into 1 plus gamma b bar by gamma b bar d gamma b. So when you integrate and simplify, you will get minus half of root of gamma b by gamma b bar by 1 plus gamma b bar. So putting this equation in PV bar, for the first term, apply the limits 0 to infinity. Q function of infinity is 0. Q function of 0 is half. I repeat, Q function of infinity is 0. Q of 0 is half. So upper limit minus lower limit, it becomes plus half. The answer the value of first term is plus half, and that half is taken outside to have 1 minus root of gamma b bar divided by 1 plus gamma b bar. Right? And that is nothing but the root. The term under the root can also be written as in the form of 1 minus x. So root of 1 minus x is approximately equal to 1 plus x by 2. And average probability for BPSK modulation over the fading channel is approximately 1 by 4 gamma b bar. Any doubt? If you have any doubt, memorize. If you have any doubt, let me know. Yeah, moving ahead. Next for, before that graph, you see for AWG in channel, the probability of error reduces exponentially. That is Q function of root of gamma b bar. Whereas for fading channel, it is a linear function. That is PB bar nearly equal to 1 by 4 gamma b bar. So for AWG in channel, it is exponentially decaying function, whereas for fading channel, it is a linearly decreasing function. Next for BFSK. I'll give some time. Derive again. I haven't given all the steps involved. So let me have answer from your side. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next is average probability error for DPSK. So do this derivation. For DPSK, PB bar equal to half e to power of minus 1 by comma b. Now put this equation for capital PB bar and derive. So this is the answer. So it do not involve any Q function. So integration is very easy. So conclusion, in AWGN channel, as I told, it decreases exponentially. Whereas in fading channel, it decreases linearly with respect to SNR. So combined outage probability, this is used when TSC is very much greater. That is nothing but either it is fast or slow fading channel. So this I have told already. When outage probability is used and when average probability is used. So and that is the case in the third metric. So receiver declares an outage when it is less than cutoff. Right? If that is the case, it is normalized to gamma is not. So now brief note about Doppler spread and ISI. That means here it is said how the probability of error changes in case of Doppler spread and ISI. So basically in capacity and in this modulation, we talk about the SNR. It is a function of SNR. So when ISI occurs, the SNR in the SNR equation, the noise bandwidth N naught into B is added with ISI noise and also Doppler spread. Doppler spread, it is found practically empirically that Doppler spread will need to called floor error. There is no theoretical differentiation for derivation for floor error. Especially it is major in case of DPSK because DPSK deals with differential phase shift keying. So when Doppler occurs, either the transmitter or the receiver will be moving. In that case, the velocity will come into picture. So therefore, in DPSK, that phase difference will matters because DPSK depends on phase. Differentially phase shift keying. So the Doppler spread is most important in case of DPSK. You know, Doppler frequency is V by lambda. That is the velocity with which either the receiver or the transmitter is moving with respect to time. So in that case, Doppler spread will cause an irreducible floor error given by, it is an empirical formula. There is no theoretical derivation for this. Floor error is nearly equal to half pi fd TB whole square, where fd is the Doppler frequency, TB is the pulse width, or it is the rate. Inverse of that is the rate, bit rate. Next is ISI. When ISI is present, the noise parameter, noise factor in the SNR will change to N0B plus ISI. So in presence of ISI, SNR is changed to N0B plus I, where I is the ISI. Where PR is a power, that is not seeing. Yeah. Okay. PR is a power, N0B is the noise power bandwidth. I is the ISI noise. So two examples. Determine the required bit SNR for BPSK with 95% of the time. That means 95% of the locations it is allowed, with the probability of error less than 10.-4. Now you see what she has given is BPSK bit SNR is Q of root of 2 gamma p is equal to 10 to the power of -4, critical value. So using Q function table for 10 to the power of -4, we have gamma p equal to 8.5 dB. So from P out equation, 95% of the signal is decodable. So what is P out? Only 5%, that is 0.05. So 0.05 equal to 1 minus exponential of minus gamma b by gamma b bar. So find out gamma b bar. In the second problem, frequency of operation is given 900 megahertz and the bit rate of the transmitter is 64 kbps. Find out which metric can be used. So we have to compare TS and TC. If TC is greater, then outage probability has to be used. TC is lesser, first one. Neither of the two, the third one. So the rate is given. So TS is equal to 1 by 64K, that is nothing but 15.6 microsecond. And covariance time is nothing but 1 by BD. So BD is V by lambda, velocity by lambda. So frequency of operation is given F equal to 900 megahertz find out lambda and find Tc for different velocities. The velocities given are 1 miles per hour, 10 miles per hour, 100 miles per hour. It is miles per hour. Actually, in the numerical, it's given miles per hour, but I simplified it. So you have to convert it to meters per hour. So velocity equal to 1 miles per hour, that is equal to 0.447 meters per hour. So therefore Tc what you get is 0.74 second, which is greater than Ts. Therefore, since Tc is greater than Ts, outage probability has to be used. So in other two cases also you'll get the same thing. Tc is greater than Ts. So in all the three cases, outage probability is suitable. If you have any doubt, you are free to raise. Yeah, with this, it's a completion of my portion. From next week onwards, Professor Gautam will take class. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
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 Sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.